Hey, I thought I'd do a quick video about what's been going on with me recently. There hasn't been a lot of video output. As a matter of fact, there hasn't been a lot on my blog. There hasn't been a lot on my blog outside of monthly status updates for a while now. Engagement is a funny thing. There are people who do it well, and I'm not one of them. I I can't just write stuff to write stuff. Number one, I don't have a lot of time, and so I only do things when I have something to say or when I have an idea, something along those lines. So that's kind of the reason why there hasn't been a lot of video content for me, or pretty much a lot of video content for me ever. I do love doing videos, they're fun. I like doing the little video pictures where I can be my sarcastic little self. And I sort of like doing these, but we've been in the middle of an election year, and you get bombarded with ads and propaganda. It does kind of like destroy any sort of impulse, and you do get bound up in a lot of the election hysteria, and it sort of detracts from stuff like this. So now that it's over, I can kind of get back to doing what I normally do. The big thing is that I'm getting a hip replacement in the middle of December. The nice thing about it is that now that my hip's going to be replaced, I planned on doing that next year in the summer so my wife could, drive me around and do whatnot. It's gotten really bad. I'm in a lot of pain, and I just want it fixed. And I've put up with this thing for nearly a decade. It's really hurting. I can't exercise. I can't go for walks. I can't mow the lawn anymore. I got a bunch of stuff I need to get done around here. My wife and my kid have to do it. So it's time. It'll be nice next year when I can go play golf again, when I can go for walks, when I can mow the lawn. I mean, I've never thought I'd ever want to mow the lawn again, but yeah, so I can mow the lawn and just feel better. So that's item number one. Item number two is the next book, The Revenant and the Cult, Book 2. Is If you've been following me, you know if this is the conclusion. It's because it's only a 2-book series. Right now, Steve Fortune is doing the narration. He's back. Last time it took us about a month to get it all done, and I suspect it will probably be the same this time around too. He read it. He said he really liked it. Thought it was a great book, so that's a good thing. I've also sent some cover ideas off to Jason Robinson, who did the last cover, and I'm waiting as I sit here and I eye my mail tab. I'm awaiting for his proposed design. I remember when he came back with the concept for the cover of the first book, and I just like, that's it. That he nailed it right away. So I'm hoping the same thing happens this time. I'm targeting March 3rd for a release date, which means everything has to be done and ready to go probably by mid-January. Hopefully, very beginning of February, I'll be able to do my pre-orders. And that's the other thing. This time around, pre-orders, I will be doing pre-orders through my store. I'll get to the store later, but I will be doing pre-orders through my store. I will probably also be doing book bundles. So if you haven't bought the first book and you were waiting for the last book, you'll be able to get both books, and I will be releasing them at a discount. But it's the one thing you can get from my store that you can't get from Amazon or Barnes and Nobles. So that's what's going on there. Release book, hoping they have that released by March 3rd. As for the book coming after this one, book 5, this is I've been working on it. Matter of fact, I pumped out a chapter yesterday. It's an Odo adventure. If you remember Odo, the character from the Wizard Stone, well, he's back. He's older. He knows magic a lot better than he did in the first one. and you kind of get some little insights into his life post the Wizard Stone. And this one is going to be kind of Norse flavored. I'm not going to give away too many details, but I did come up with an idea while I was writing this that I think will make a great capstone. It's a series of the books that I'm writing that in the world that contain Hal Cedric and Odo. It's going along pretty well. Um, I need to have everything wrapped up by the beginning of July because that's when I go into beta reading. I don't know if I'm going to make that. I would want this book to be released on early March 2026. So that's what's going on with the book after this, what I call my book 5. Sales and in-person events. Last month, October, I went to a nearby book event called a novel event. It was up in Fenton, Michigan. Actually did pretty well there. Did a little bit better than I did at BaseCon. I might be going back depending upon my schedule. I will be going back to BaseCon, by the way. As I mentioned earlier with the hip replacement, I was thinking about doing my hip replacement in the summer. That way my wife could drive me around because she has the summer off because she works as a teacher in a school. It's gotten so bad that I just had to push it up. That means my summer's now freed up to do in-person events. I will be going back to BaseCon this year. Might go to a novel event. I already have reserved a table for the Midland Comic Con, and if they do the event in Alpena again, I'll probably be going back to that one. After that, it's a bit of a coin toss. I would like to do one in Ohio, or maybe one in Indiana. I don't know. I'm still figuring out what I want to do, and I will probably be doing one networking event this year. I'm thinking about maybe Writers Cantina, which is out in, I think, Salt Lake City, Utah. It's primarily for networking, to meet other bigger authors than me and suck up to them. And other authors that I know, and just kind of like hang out with them, and it kind of what I did at BaseCon. I mean, really, when I went to BaseCon, I just kind of hung out with people. I think I'm going to be doing more hanging out with a lot of people at BaseCon this year. But so, anyways, like I said, I have a bunch of in-person events scheduled, and I will probably be scheduling more. The funny thing is that while I didn't sell as many books as I did this year, I made more money. I probably pulled in 50% more revenue, and it's primarily because of these in-person events. Lost a lot of that money because of expenses like hotels and mileage and meals and stuff like that. But my focus and my goal is to get books in the hands of readers and to build my tribe, build my fan base. This seems to be the way to do it. And I actually kind of like doing these things. It's sort of fun. It's nice to meet the people who read your stuff and like it. This year I went to BaseCon and I had somebody wanting to buy my book as I was unloading. It was funny because he started apologizing. Oh yeah, I can always come back. I said, no. This is good. This is a good problem to have. I have fans as an author, and I need to go where the fans are, and I don't mind doing it. I actually kind of like it. I'm not very good at it, but I kind of like doing it. So all in all, that these in-person events are good things, and I want to continue doing them. Lastly, I did say I was going to hold off. Talking about my online store. My online store is up and running. I'll put the link in the description below. Right now, you can only get the paperbacks, and there's I think I'm doing like $5 or $6 shipping. The shipping goes by weight. I mean, if you order like 3 books, I think it's the same weight. But I will be doing specials through it, and the other thing is I will be doing bundle specials, which is something you can't get through like Barnes and Nobles and Amazon. In addition to that, I will be doing pre-orders. You will be getting bookmarks, you will be getting signed books, and you will be getting swag. Right now, I think it's a pen. Now that I'm a business, yeah, you have to focus on trying to make a profit. I mean, I'm not making that much now because I don't have as many fans now, but eventually we will garner more fans and the money comes down the road. But I have to focus on trying to make a profit because you can't be in business and not do that. I had to go into business because in order for me to do the in-person events and to sell at these in-person events, I really never wanted to set up a business. Unfortunately, this is just the path I had to take, and I had to do what I had to do. If I could have done this without having to set up a formal business, I would have. But which is another thing that takes up a lot of my time. This is the other thing takes me away from videos is the business aspect of it. I've been spending as much time in spreadsheets as I have in Microsoft Word. That's just the life of an author, I guess. So that's it for the update. Now I got to go and edit this thing. It's probably going to be a monstrosity because I am not the best speaker directly. This is the reason why I do a lot of my videos scripted, because me doing this, forget it. I'm not very good at it. I write very well, and that's kind of how I prefer to communicate with people. So look for some more videos in the future. I've got a couple ideas of stuff I want to do. I'll keep you informed on what's going on with the next book. Anyhow, I'll talk to you guys later.